Cosmic Girl 101 here, talking astrology for the month of November 2024. Trust you're all doing well out there. I'm a Hellenistic Western tropical astrologer, and if that style of astrology and deep analytical information astrologically is not your jam, I appreciate that, and this content may not be for you. Okay, because here at Cosmic Girl 101 YouTube channel, I go deep into the transits and the planetary aspects. There's a lot to look forward to this month of November. Saturn's stationing direct. Pluto's changing into a different zodiac sign. It's been in a Capricorn since 2008. It's now ingressing into your first house for 20 years, Aquarius Rising. We have an exalted full moon in Taurus, the best lunation of 2024. If you are an Aquarius Rising, Saturn is your ruling planet, and Uranus is also the modern ruling planet of the zodiac sign of Aquarius also. So there's two planets to consider as your planetary rulers if you're an Aquarius rising. You are a yang fixed air rising sign. It's actually a really good month. Let's get into it. On the 15th of the month, Saturn, which is your ruling planet, stations to go direct in Pisces, your second house. Saturn now going direct in your second. You're ready. You are ready, Aquarius rising, to embark on learning new skills, learning to take more of a certain path regarding your assets, possessions, and your finances. You may be ready to change jobs, ready to commit to something financial that supports you, feels certain, feels like it's in line with you at the moment. This transit for you when Saturn goes direct in your second is very positive. You've done the research, you've done the training, you've done the learning, and now you're putting everything into practice when Saturn now stations direct in your second house from the 15th of November. On the 19th of November, you say goodbye to Pluto in your 12th house and welcome Pluto into your first house until 2044. It is a 20-year transit, Aquarius rising. Pluto in your first house, being an angular part of your chart, is only going to transform you. If you've been waiting for the cosmic green light to really anchor into you, who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in, how people see you, Pluto transiting here is certainly going to help you shake off any shackles and step into new skin when it's transiting in your first house. Neptune continues its retrograde in your second house and will station direct on the 7th of December. So there's a little bit more time for Neptune to help you identify your dreams, your vision, your creative pursuits connected to your finances, your wealth, your assets, your possessions, your skills, what you want to develop for your long-term future that's supportive. You're bringing the ideas out of the head and into the body when Neptune stations direct on December 7. Uranus, your ruling planet, is retrograding in Taurus, your fourth house, and won't go direct until the 30th of January 2025. Uranus in the fourth, we are changing homes, changing up family dynamics, looking at different systems, trying to create more freedom, and certainly trying to break out of any old molds connected to real estate and property, our family, parents, parenting, our heritage, our ancestry, our lineage. Uranus here gives you, Aquarius rising, an opportunity to feel out instinctually where your home is, what your tribe is, what it feels and what it means to be secure, but yet have freedom where you feel quite solid in your foundations. Jupiter continues its retrograde in Gemini, its detriment sign, your fifth house, and will station direct on the 4th of February 2025. And Jupiter retrograding in your fifth house of joy and pleasure helps you identify what systems and structures regarding your sense of joy and where you get your adrenaline pumping is serving you. Do you need to temper things, slow things down regarding investments, gambling, romantic partnerships, your sense of love? Anything to do with sports and athletics, Jupiter retrograde here will certainly give you some time, Aquarius rising, to know what really is going to move forward with you or what you may need to adjust and let go of with gratitude. Let's have a look at what the sun is doing, our luminary for the month of November. Well, up until the 21st, that sun is transiting in your 10th house, being the zodiac sign of Scorpio. This is an angular part of your chart, and the sun's lighting that up quite nicely. In the zodiac sign of Scorpio, no less, that water, fixed Ian sign, very intuitive, very driven to go deep, research, have your detective lens on, and really feeling out instinctually if your career, your professional life is in line with you. You might be really heavily invested in work at this time when the sun is transiting in that 10th house on the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So the sun is lighting up all things to do with the potentials of what you are anchoring into for some time. So you might be considering long-term contracts, agreements professionally. Is this your career path? Is this what you want to do? Because it feels as if you're being very particular about what role it is you want to play on the public stage when the sun is transiting here in Scorpio for you. On the 4th, the sun trines Saturn, your ruling planet, which is still retrograde, opening up the month, your 2nd house. So this will be the moment, I think, Aquarius rising, where you really are wrapping up. You've learned enough, you know enough about what it is you want to do with your career. You've done your research, you've done your learning, you're ready to fire now, and it's going to be easier for you to organically step into a new role that's going to help your finances and your resources, this career path. Or you may be instinctually feeling, I have a potential to step out of Dodge here on this day. So it might be the day that makes or breaks the career path on the 4th of November. On the 21st, the sun then ingresses into Sagittarius till the 21st of December. This is your 11th house. The 11th house is so social and fun. It's where we connect with friends, groups and people that we really do like being around and connecting to. It's our goals. It's house's benefactors that support our professional pursuits as well. So the sun transiting here, this is where you can find really good advocates for your career or find new friends connected to your career. It's like you're finding your tribe. This sun lighting up your 11th house is very optimistic, Aquarius rising. Enjoy this transit from the 21st until the 21st of December. On the 27th of November, the sun in Sagittarius, your 11th house, is going to trine Mars, which is currently in the sign of Leo. It's dominant, and this is the sun's domicile sign, your 7th house of relationships. It's an angular part of your natal chart. So this is a fabulous day for something quite auspicious to begin. A new relationship, a new contract or an agreement, or even planning a holiday, taking a day off and just enjoying life on the 27th of November. A wonderful day to be had for you, Aquarius rising. Now let's talk about the luminaries. What's the moon cycles and what transits and houses are they occurring for you in the month of November? Well, on the 1st of November, straight out of the gate, we're having a new moon in Scorpio, your 10th house. Traditionally, the moon is in fall in Scorpio. So the moon's working harder to feel auspicious, feel optimistic about a new professional path that is possibly presented to you on this day, Aquarius Rising. So the only astrological advice is it work? Does it work for you? Does this feel like you've done enough research about this new professional path that you're going down potentially? Does the environment suit you regarding this new professional path? This is what you could be summing up on the 1st of November. On the 15th of November, we have the best lunation of 2024. We are having a full moon in Taurus. Traditionally, the moon is exalted in the sign of Taurus. It's very happy being in this zodiac sign, and it is a fixed earth yin sign. It likes to feel comfortable. It likes to feel in control, that it can flourish and grow, that there's a path forward that we're working really hard towards. And this happens to be occurring in your 4th house, Aquarius Rising, where your ruling planet Uranus is currently retrograde. This will be the day, I believe, Aquarius Rising, where you are going to feel as if you have really turned a corner regarding family, real estate and property, your sense of self, feeling comfortable in your skin. And if you are not feeling this way, Aquarius Rising, this is the moment where the moon is lighting up what feels organic in your environment and your family dynamics and what doesn't. Is there a real estate or property issue that's heavily on your mind on this day? This could feel as if you need to make a very certain, mature decision moving forwards regarding these topics. Mercury, our personal planet of travel, commerce, and information, is transiting in your 10th house, Aquarius Rising, opening up the month. Mercury in Scorpio, this is the detective. We can talk about financial transactions. We can go over contracts. We can discuss what works and what doesn't in regards to equal exchange with all the energy you put towards your career. And are you getting your money's worth? When Mercury is transiting in Scorpio, this will be on your mind. You could potentially be doing a lot of traveling and heavy lifting regarding brain work when Mercury is transiting in Scorpio, your 10th house. On the 2nd of November, Mercury ingresses into Sagittarius, its detriment sign, and this is your 11th house of fun and social connections. So Mercury, because it is in detriment, you have to get more creative, Aquarius Rising, in networking, and maybe dig a little bit deeper and finding the movers and shakers that can support your career and also reconnect with friends again. So friends may be disappearing or not as easily accessible as you may like when Mercury is transiting in its detriment sign of Gemini, Sagittarius, your 11th house. On the 18th of November, Mercury opposes Jupiter, which is retrograde in its detriment sign of Gemini, your 5th house. This astrologically is an interesting day. Jupiter is in retrograde in Gemini, which is Mercury's sign, and Mercury is transiting in its detriment sign of Sagittarius, which is Jupiter's sign. Why is this interesting? Because we have two planets that are in zodiac signs they don't like, but we've got mutual reception going on, yeah? And what that is lighting up, if you will, is the potential for understanding and ironing out any nuances connected to financial transactions that are affecting your sense of joy and pleasure with romantic partners, investments, sports, your creative projects. And this could be the day where you need to maybe take a break, step back a little bit before you speak or commit to something on the 18th of November. On the 25th of November, Mercury then stations to go retrograde in your 11th house. It won't go direct until the 15th of December. So when Mercury is slowing down in its detriment sign of Sagittarius, Mercury really is doing its very best to communicate, get the support systems in place, readjust any plans with friends, social events. There could be something slowing down here that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, because there may be times where you're having conversations or interactions with social groups and social events that may feel a little unpredictable. You're not getting all the information. There's no certainty with the financial exchanges between friends and groups and allies. So it can be a tricky transit when Mercury is retrograding here for you in your 11th house from the 25th of November before it stations direct on the 15th of December. Venus, our personal planet of attraction, has been transiting in Sagittarius and continues opening up the month until the 11th. Venus in Sagittarius, like really enjoying new people and places and faces connected to your professional life and your career, enjoying social events, friendships, spending money on your career, spending money on your social life is a possibility when Venus is here in that 11th house of fun. It's a very social place, the 11th house, and Venus here can only have you enjoying expansion, growth, and learning new things when she's here in that zodiac sign of Sagittarius, the sign of knowledge. On the 3rd of the month, Venus opposes the ruling planet of Sagittarius, which is Jupiter, currently retrograding in detriment in Gemini, your 5th house of joy. So Venus is saying, cool your jets, Jupiter, you're all the way over there in Gemini. I've got this. I'm ready to have some fun. And on this day, you could be enjoying life with reckless abandonment and not really knowing or even caring about the consequences connected to social events, friendships, enjoying life on a large scale. On the 11th, Venus then ingresses into Capricorn, that earthy yin cardinal sign, until December 7, your 12th house. Venus will have you wanting to take action regarding your finances and also your relationships, and looking at them and how they integrate and connect with you for the long-term future. You could be enjoying planning trips, enjoying taking sabbaticals, enjoying looking at long-term investments and seeing where your money can work for you instead of you working for your money when Venus is in that practical sign of Capricorn until December 7. On the 22nd of November, Venus sextiles the ruling planet Saturn of Capricorn, your ruling planet in Pisces, the 2nd house of finance, assets, possessions, and where we develop skills that support us and build character. There's something here leveling up for you, Aquarius rising on the 22nd. You could have a return of an investment come through, or you may be ready to invest in something that is more long-term and auspicious for building up your wealth house in the future. Mars, our personal planet of action, drive, initiation, and passion, has been transiting in Cancer, its fourth zodiac sign. This is your 6th house, Aquarius rising. And Mars traditionally is in its joy in the 6th house, really helps you motor and make a lot of effort towards your physical health, your routines, co-workers, your career, your job, and connecting with services that help you or services that you provide for other people. Mars has had you hyper vigilant about taking daily action and really getting a job done. Well, on the 3rd of November, Mars leaves the sign of Cancer and ingresses into Leo, that fixed, fiery yang sign, your 7th house. It's an angular part of your natal chart, so a very significant transit coming up for you indeed, Aquarius rising. Mars in Leo is a lovely matchup. They're both fiery, they're both ambitious, and they really like to get things done and stand out from a crowd. Your seventh house is all about relationships, be it professional or intimate. It's the house of endings, it's the house of contracts, it's the house where we rest. So, Mars can have you feeling there's a lot of energy and a lot of exhaustion connected to these topics, and you may feel overstretched with this transit because it is opposing your first house. On the 6th of December, Mars goes into a retrograde, and this may be the checking in point on what works and what doesn't regarding overcompensation for others or readjusting contracts that you may have begun while it was transiting in direct motion. Stay cosmic, Aquarius rising. There's a lot of good stuff to look forward to in the month astrologically. I trust you have a good one. Thank you for taking the time for watching the video. If you're a return supporter of the channel, thank you for your ongoing support. My channel's slowly growing, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. If you click on the community page on the Cosmic Girl 101 channel, you can vote on the poll that I've put up. I'd really like some contributions from the public that will help me identify where I need to put effort in, what subjects interest you astrologically. Have a great November, and I'll connect with you next time.